To understand what a counter-narrative is, we must first understand what a dominant narrative is. A dominant narrative is basically an explanation or story that is told in service of the dominant social group's interests and ideologies. Throughout this course, we've explored many films that showed us a dominant narrative. School Ties, Finding Forrester, Mean Girls, The Breakfast Club, Dangerous Minds, and Freedom Writers are all examples of dominant narratives. These films typically show a white character finding his or her way in the world and triumphing in the end. However, are these films with happy endings always realistic? The opposite of a dominant narrative is a counter-narrative. A counter-narrative refers to the narratives that arise from the vantage point of those who have been historically marginalized. A counter-narrative tries to tell the audience what is really happening from the point of view of usually a minority. We have also explored some counter-narratives in this course, such as the films Pariah and Walkout. The reason these counter-narrative films are so important is because they give the viewers an alternate point of view from the dominant narratives that we see every day. For example, in Pariah, Alike is a young black lesbian trying to find her way in the world, rather than a white high school girl trying to get her dream boyfriend. Similarly, in Walkout, the film shows the urban students fighting for their right to more money and resources at their school, as opposed to the dominant white savior films that portray it as the students' faults that the school is failing in the first place. These counter-narrative films offer a glimpse into the real world where not everything is a happy ending and people are fighting for their rights and lives every day. To ensure that these narratives are heard and seen by the people, we must make people aware to these types of films. Many of them do not go on sale at the box office. However, people need to learn that this does not mean that it is not an important, powerful, and intriguing piece of media.